Today's fanfic is a Spongebob Squarepants fanfic. And you all know my history with the Spongebob Squarepants fanfics. Most of them that I've read have not been that great. And because of a certain marathon of 3 of them that I read, I ended up losing my mind completely. And thus, that's how the crazy fanfic critic you guys all know and love exists today. And today's fanfic is called Yellow Cheeses. It's rated M in its romance drama. And it says SpongeBob and Gary. So something tells me this fanfic isn't going to be that great. Something tells me that I might need this at the very end of my episode. But then again, Susan's home. And I think she would kill me if I killed myself. So I'm going to have to try very hard not to lose my mind if this fanfic ends up being as bad as I think it's going to be. So let's not waste any time. It's 2 chapters, but it's short, so it might not be too bad. So let's officially do this. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys don't even know who the heck I am. I'm the fanfic critic. I read it. You listen. Ta-da. Okay. The fanfic is by XXXX Ninkigal XXXX. This is strongly reminding me of My Immortal just by that stupid author's name. It's rated M, it's English, it's romance drama, it's SpongeBob and Gary, and has 19 reviews, and it's called Yellow Cheeses. Yellow Cheeses, a SpongeBob fanfic. Chapter 1. A/N. Okay, I got a grammar book. Christmas. Hope this fic doesn't sucks. I don't know how to write Thaddeus in English, so I guess you got a grammar book, huh? Okay, well, first of all, you misspelled the word okay. It should be O-K-A-Y. Secondly, you forgot to capitalize the I in the word I. Thirdly, you spelled grammar wrong. Fourthly, Christmas should be capitalized, or the scene Christmas should be capitalized because it's a name. You spelled sucks wrong. You forgot the punctuation and doesn't. Yeah, this fanfic is gonna suck. P.S. I am really happy because someone wrote a news article. The most hilarious typo I've ever seen. Article is not that hard of a word to spell, and this is how they spelled it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. That just made my day. Let's continue. About my story, it's really rare 10, and it has a pic of my HSMOC. Go check it out. Here's a link. The Mary Sue Chronicles Wikia.com wiki and unnamed HSM Sue. There's also another link. Okay, my profile. A fanfiction website removes this. If it works, please share. Put slashes between co and wiki and an unnamed SM or HSM Sue. It will work. Trust me. Not for some smecks. Well, that was painful to read, and that wasn't even the story. It was a wet day under the washer. SpongeBob woke up and opened his eyes. He saw Gary with his eyes. Gary touched his eyes and SpongeBob's eyes hurt. SpongeBob closed his eyes and opened his eyes. Gary was touching his underwear with Jay, his slime body. SpongeBob felt weird and closed his eyes while Gary was rubbing his ownness. SpongeBob moaned and Gary kept him touching very hard with his penis. Gary's penis, what, hard and smiley? It was so slimy it went inside SpongeBob's penis and SpongeBob came and his sperms traveled to the OD of Gary via penis. They had sex. I never would have guessed that. Later that day, Spongebob went to work. Emotatus was slitting DU wrists. SpongeBob gasped in angry agony. He looks at Thaddeus and touched his tentacles. Thaddeus stared, crying bloody tears. He were very sad. SpongeBob unfitted the burger and wiped away the blood. It was salty and it stung Artie ad quiz. He bleated and bleated and SpongeBob said, panicking. He looked at Thaddeus. Thaddeus, you must stopping this now, he cried sadly. You must not cut yourself. It is very, very bad. Thaddeus locked eyes with Spongebob. His bloody eyes were sad. I am going to call a doctor, Thaddeus. Spongebob to go of water was hand a tackle thing. Hello, doctor, he said, and looked sad at Thaddeus. My friend is very hurt. He cuted himself and is hard bleed sing. Can you save his life? Yes, I can. SpongeBob was happy as PK come over than, he said, and gave her the address. When she came, SpongeBob fell in love. She was a sponge cheese woman. She had bib bobs and a very nissay baudet. She was a SpongeBob tall and very skinny. Sop Bob got a heart boner and his heart went thumpo, 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 ooh, oh, oh. Was your name? Spongebob asked. Sponga, she answered, shaking her hips like a sauna belt. SpongeBob stared at Sponga for a whole while. She was very sexy and she was very, very kid. She cued Thaddeus' arm and kissed it. Thaddeus stopped crying blood and fell in love with Sponga. She hugged Thaddeus and pulled out a wooden womb. We made sticks and glued them, stowed a band-aid so it could hold them in place. Thaddeus stared at her bobs and his ears became very red. He stretched out his hand and touched her bob. Tarfus' ears fell off 'cause they are all red when she slapped him. Thaddeus felt bad and he is very, very sorry. Spongebob accepted the apology and said it was okay because she was kind. She washed her bob because Tadas had very dirty hands. Spongebob wanted to kill Tadas for touching his girl and slapped Tadas. Tadas, EO, dare you touch my girl? She is mine and mine only, you bastard. If I was not, you will never meet her, so fuck off, you stupid. Not gonna say that word. And I am not a racist. Black people are nice, but SpongeBob is insulting Tadas because his father was a black Tadas. So please, I fucking, don't flame me. I am sick of you are dumb flames. If you're not racist, then do not have that word in your stories. Tadas hits SpongeBob with his wooden womb things he handed on his band-aid and took out his belt. This is what you get for liking me, sexy Dr. Grill. SpongeBob cried as Tadas was shoving the belt down his throat and had food on it, and it was old and yucky, and it made SpongeBob throw up in his mouth like it was gross. Ew, ew, ew. But SpongeBob didn't die because Sponga slapped Tadas' butt. And SpongeBob threw up his gross belt where there was pink cheese spoon puke on it and rabbit poo. Please, Stupo, this is very sad to one looking, Sponga said. I am going back to my doctor place now. Otters note like a hospital, but they live there because this is SpongeBob the show, not the movie. Do not have author's notes in the middle of your story. No, please stay. We will not fight any longer, we promise. SpongeBob cried in agony, but it was too late. Ups, caps, laugh out loud. Too lazy to fix that now. And you didn't need that note to point that out because we kind of figured you were too lazy because you had it in freaking caps. She was gone. Well, that's what we got not being friends, said SpongeBob. Let us be friends, Tadas. Let's eat food together and be friends. Tadas said. That sat on a table and started talking about Sponga while eating food. They need set a plan to make her come again. To be continued. End of chapter 1. Author's note. Okay, what do you guys think? My story is a good. Please review. I worked hard on it and I know much my spelling is bad, but I use WordPad and it doesn't have spell check. Google Chrome has spell check, but it doesn't check English spelling. I am very sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed. Please review. Please, I use flames to heat my room because it's cold and I'm immune to them, so don't even try, okay? Well, if you're immune to them, then why are you telling people not to flame you? That'd be like saying, oh, I'm not bothered by trolls, but don't troll me. Meaning you are bothered by it. Let's take a look at chapter 2. This is the same exact... Chapter 2 is the exact same chapter as chapter 1. It's the exact same thing. Breathe in and out. Deep breaths. I need to check something. Let's check out this person's profile. Well, at least they have mentioned that they are German, so I guess I can kind of excuse them for the horrible spelling and grammar. But then again, Hello Hamster is not native to this country, and her spelling and grammar is a lot better than yours. Yes, her fanfics are not exactly fantastic, but at least she's making an effort to improve her spelling and grammar. This looks like an I Kill Faggots fanfic. It doesn't even look like you put any effort into making sure that your spelling and grammar was good. In fact, if your spelling and grammar is that bad, get a frickin' beta reader. And if you are having so much issues with not using spell check, get Microsoft Word. Or just write your story in German and then have someone translate it for you into English. But something tells me even if this story had fantastic spelling and grammar, it would still suck. Because the story was just awful. It was all over the place. It made no sense. It was awful. And the sad thing is this person has written 12 stories. Oh wow, here's some of the names of their other stories. You can tell that this person is a great author. Harry Potter and the Vagina of Wonders. Do I even need to read that story out loud for you guys to know what it's about? Homer loves Marge. Here's the description of that story. Homer and Marge have sex, but they don't know Bart and Lisa are watching. Oh, how charming. Wow. 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 Yeah, wow. Either way, this fanfic was just awful. And you know a fanfic is bad when they have the same chapter posted twice. I'm just curious. I'm just really curious. I want to see what the reviews are for this. Okay, the first person who left a review, Pat Bob Spandy Pants. No grammar, no spelling. I suggest, and this is just a suggestion, that instead of a grammar book, you get a spell checker. They come with different writing programs. Clearly, you're not using Notepad or something, and you have no spell/grammar checker. I mean, come on, you wrote everything in what looks like almost a 6-year-old just tapping random buttons. Nobody likes rushed work. Nobody likes stories they can't read because the words don't make sense. Stick to German, please. I'd rather translate a German story to English with Google Translate than try to figure out this gibberish. Clearly, you didn't look very well through the grammar book. Oh, and before I finish writing this review, Spongebob is Spongebob. Tatis, I don't know what the hell that was. Spongebob equals Spongebob. This is very disappointing to read. Please go and buy yourself a tutor service or something, or maybe just stick to writing in German. Wow. Just wow. I agree. I really do agree, because, you know, if you're not that great at writing in English, if you clearly can't write in English, just write in your native language and just have someone translate it for you. I mean, seriously, at least Hello Hamster makes an effort to write in English. And this made Hello Hamster's work look exquisite. And that's saying a lot. Yeah. Well, I'm the FanFic Critic. I read it, you listen. Has SpongeBob really been on for 10 years?